Action-oriented, that means it needs to be stated in not only the present tense, but also using action-oriented verbs. But it also needs to be realistic, which is the R in SMART, and that goal has to be realistic in order for it to be motivational. And if it's not realistic, if they feel it's pie in the sky, if they want to make $1 million in a quarter and no one's ever made more than $10,000 in a quarter, then obviously it's not realistic. And lastly, it needs to be time and resource constrained. And then by doing this, you have a goal that has a definitive deadline and you know exactly when it should be completed by. So if some people miss their goals, then you need to monitor them for follow-up and reestablish why they need to accomplish those goals and maybe why they fell short. So let them know that mediocrity in goal achievement is just as intolerable as mediocrity in goal setting. So they both tie in together. And I've typically found that I was always on a quarterly based bonus system. I would have my sales reps write out their goal at the beginning of each quarter, and that would be a very effective way for them to ultimately achieve what their annual goal would be. So we would have quarterly goals and annual goals, and it always drove them towards success because it was a goal that was written by them. It was very motivational, and I always used it in that way to motivate them to achieve the desired end, be it a quarterly goal or a year-end goal. Now, the second part of this formula is to put all this in a 250-word action plan. Once they determine what their goal is, and there really should be only one goal for this action plan, and tell the people who want to give you multiple goals to save it for the next quarter, but write down their SMART goals on a single sheet of paper. Then below the stated goal, have them write it out in no more than 250 words how they will achieve it, and tell them to be specific, including legitimate details, and don't allow them to be vague. And we give you real examples of this in the Academy as to some of the best 250-word action plans that I've seen. We use those as examples that you can use as a resource within the Academy itself. Now, the last part of this whole system is sort of a three-pronged system in which you're using goal setting in order to achieve ultimate sales management success. And the next step is to schedule a preset day to review the goal, as well as a day to review the goal's completion. So in our case, if you have quarterly goals, make maybe your Friday call-ins or your Monday conference call on the beginning of that quarter the day where everyone is to have their goal for that quarter. And it's actually very helpful for them to state it in front of other people so that they then declare to the world, and it commits them as well as creates a bit of peer pressure for them to complete that goal. So I've tried it both ways. It depends on what your management style is. But we would typically do this on a quarterly basis. And then at the end of the quarter, on a Friday call-in or a Thursday call-in, or one of the meetings during the week in which I would actually sit down and talk with them, we would go through the quarterly goal and its attainment. Now for us, we had always a sales lag of about a month. So I would end up doing it about a month after the quarter to do a goal review day. So you have goal setting days and then you have goal review days. And that way you keep everyone on target, and your goals and your actions continually overlap each other during the year. And that way you're driving your salespeople and your sales team toward a finite end, which is their goal, which should be well above quota, so that they're driving towards perfection goals, excellent goals that will not only motivate them, but also help you to achieve your own sales objectives for your sales force. So just to review the importance of goal setting here, we've talked about this quite a bit in this show as well as in our previous show, and we talked about it in relation to the real secret sauce for success in sales management, and this really is the secret sauce. This is kind of this driver that drives your salespeople quarter in, quarter out, month in, month out, so that they have tremendous sales years at the end of the year, and you achieve your objectives of sales management success for yourself as well as for your organization. So first off, set your goals using our SMART tactic, which is specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time and resource constrained, and then record the goal and its action steps to achieve on a single sheet of paper. Shouldn't take any more than 250 words. And then both you and the salesperson keep a copy of it and review it on a weekly basis. And then you set these goal review and goal setting days at the beginning of the year or maybe each quarter so that you make sure that both you and your sales rep are in complete alignment with the goals that they want to achieve for themselves and for your organization. Now, for hundreds of other sales management techniques and strategies, such as this one, you can find them in the Sales Management Mastery Academy, along with tons of done-for-you resources to help your sales managers achieve sales management success. To claim your free sales manager training inside the Sales Management Mastery Academy, including our most popular training of all time, How to Motivate Your Sales Team to Peak Performance, visit salestraininggift.com. That's it for this week's episode of Sales Management Mastery. Until next time, wishing you ultimate sales management success.
You've been listening to the sales management, motivational, and leadership training expert, Ralph Burns. Ralph invites you to discover the sales manager training secrets that will unleash a flood of new sales from your sales team. Visit salestraininggift.com and you'll get instant access to your choice of life-changing sales manager training techniques, only taught in the internationally acclaimed Sales Management Mastery Academy online community. Go now to salestraininggift.com. Sales Management Mastery.